This is what happens when you wear granny trainers. Izzy is gorgeous.
£1 billion bottle job.
Someone actually
can say it.
number two, and left it in our changing rooms right before the game. Poch is finished.
Who are you?
They are failures.
Shall we move on before you two have a scrap?
We made Conor Gallagher.
0 points.
I don't know why. We felt like we were just heading just nowhere.
I don't want any more Chelsea players.
A club like West Ham or Palace, a club that's trying to
Sorry? Sorry? As in they're the same category, are they?
Yeah, we are.
Right.
It is the most Tim Pot European trophy there is out there.
When Izzy said, "Oh, les Avignon,"
Yeah, I was like, no.
don't show him the picture yet.
He hasn't got a clue.
Time wasting, utterly embarrassing.
Hello, welcome to episode 7 of the Sun's new football show, bringing you a fan-first view of our beautiful game. I'm Will Pugh.
And I'm Izzy Barker, and this is SunSport's Tap In. We are all about the fans on the Tap In.
And this week we're joined by a Crystal Palace fan who actually thinks Sam Allardyce plays good football. It's Dee Kurnaz from Back of the Nest.
We spoke about whether Roy's job is in danger and who could take over. But, I mean, even if we move away the Roy element, are we in danger if we don't pick up points from the next few games, including West Ham? Because we've got some hard run of games.
Coming up on this week's show, which for the first time you can download as a podcast as well as watch on YouTube, we have got comments of the week where everyone just tends to laugh at my clothes for a little while. We've got On or Off Target where Dee rants about football for an entire minute and tries to get me and Izzy on side. We'll tackle the biggest stories of the week and what's the score before kicking off our brand new picture game with the second ever round of Who Are Ya?
The top or terrible take section follows that before we wrap things up with a chaos game of pressure tests where Dee puts his footy knowledge and ball pumping skills to the test and tries to top our leaderboard.
All go at Crystal Palace at the moment. Roy Hodgson collapses in training, leaves his post. Oliver Glasner comes in. You thump Burnley in his first game. He's out there with Canada Goose on and Nike TNs, absolutely loving it. From the fans, what are you making of the Eagles at the moment? How are you feeling?
It's fantastic. If you asked me last week if I'll come on, I'll probably say no. But this week, new start with Glasner, I had to be here.
No more banners of discontent around.
We're going to stop that for now till the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens in the summer. But look, the fans were frustrated, and it's not because of just results. It's the ambition of the football club, and we felt like we were just heading just nowhere. It felt confusing.
Remember that word, ambition, for a little bit later on.
See, this is a fan-focused game, and a lot of fans have been getting involved in the comments section, and I thought
they have.
we should delve into a few of our favourites, picked them out.
I wonder which ones you've picked.
Right, starting off with Ed Elgin. FFS, what's wrong with Pugh's ankles? This is what happens when you wear granny trainers. I like to see that you haven't worn socks this week as well.
No,
I feel like these
not.
ankles are paying the bills.
No socks? Yeah, thank you, yeah. I went to put them on this morning, and then I thought of Ed's comment. I thought, no, absolutely not.
How does it walk like that? Does it not hurt?
No. No, I'm not one to buckle to peer pressure. Anyway, was that all? Or?
No, we got Craven Moorhead with Izzy is gorgeous.
What?
I wonder who picked the comment.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my burner account. But
Yeah, well, thanks.
make sure you get stuck into the comments, and who knows, your roast of Will Pugh could feature in next week's episode.
Yeah, what a wonderful section that is. Yeah. Right, Dee, you have got 60 seconds to tell us the thing that you're most passionate about in football, or maybe something that you hate, and you have got to get me and Izzy on side. Once you've had your minute, we will tell you whether it's on or off target.
Time wasting, utterly embarrassing. Are we here to just watch grown men just run around and try to pretend that they're going to play football, or are they actually going to play football? Palace versus Burnley, both teams struggling. I mean, we are here to try and win games, not to run around and earn £50,000 to £100,000 a week and not kick the ball. It is a joke. I don't understand it in football. If it is the 85th minute or the 90th minute, then I'll say fair enough. But if you're time wasting from minute 1, why did you even turn up? Why did I turn up? Why are we all turning up? It doesn't make any sense. So if we're going to time waste, there needs to be some type of punishment towards it. I am sick and tired of going to football games and pretending to watch a football match when I'm basically watching guys just run around and pretend to play football. It's all a pretend game. That's what it feels like with time wasting. So, you know what? Let's actually try to change something this year and end time wasting.
Thumbs up!
Right, that was on target for me purely because Dee looked like he was on fire in the booth and was about to drop the hottest mixtape of all time stood here. So I was putty in his hands, to be honest. But yeah, I agree. It's a waste of time and I want to watch proper football matches.
Yeah, he did look very angry, didn't he? Yeah, on target for me as well. It's a clean sweep for Dee. I can't think of anything worse than when players go down holding their ankles when they've been hit in the head, or doing the classic one, the one that annoys me the most, at goal kicks, when they're taking hours and hours and referees just stare at them and not give them any cards. So on target for me, 2-0, well played. Dee, you'll have plenty of time to talk about your beloved Crystal Palace later on. New manager, new era, all of that sort of thing. But first of all, we do have to talk about football outside of South London. We're not going too far, we're just going to North West, Wembley in particular, which was, of course, the location of the Carabao Cup final. Liverpool's last minute of extra time winner, Virgil van Dijk, nodding one into the bottom corner to put Chelsea to the sword. The big story, of course, afterwards was Gary Neville labelling Pochettino's side, £1 billion bottle jobs, that £1 billion spent on transfers. The suggestion being that they sort of shrunk in the face of Liverpool's youngsters. Both teams, to be fair, decimated by injuries, and Chelsea's average age at the end of the game of their team was actually lower than Liverpool's was. But Liverpool had 3 teenagers on the pitch, so easy to bash the Blues somewhat. I say Gary Neville laid into them, and here is what Pochettino had to say in response.
I don't hear what he said, but I think if you compare the age of the two groups, I think it's similar. But look, I have good relationship with Gary, and I don't know if that is how I can take his opinion, but I respect his opinion. We are a young team, and nothing to compare with Liverpool, because they finished with also few young players, I think it's impossible to compare. And he knows if, he knows that the dynamics are completely different. And we were playing today Liverpool and Chelsea, Liverpool, and I think it's not fair to talk in this way.
Well, there you have it, Dee. Mauricio Pochettino, robust in his defence, as you would imagine, trying to sort of pretend that he respects Gary Neville's opinion at the same time. The title of this segment is, of course, What's the Score? So tell us, what's the score with Chelsea and their £1 billion team of misfits?
I'm honestly embarrassed for them. I'm genuinely I was watching the game, I felt embarrassed. I'm not even a Chelsea fan. You spend £1 billion and you look at Liverpool's the players that Liverpool are bringing on the pitch, and I'm thinking, wow, if Liverpool end up winning this game, Poch is finished. And he hasn't won any trophies in England.
No.
This was the perfect opportunity for him. I know we laugh about it. We say, oh, look, it's the League Cup and, we should be going for it. But they didn't get the job done once again. And what Gary Neville said was right. They are failures. Maybe in the future it might work out, but for now it is genuinely embarrassing. Even as a Palace fan, I feel embarrassed, and I don't care anything about Chelsea because I'm like, you look at some of the players out there on the pitch. Yes, they are young, but they have high values. They're highly rated. They've got high potential, and you want to see them actually step up in games like this. And once again, they failed.
Dee, it sounds like you care a little bit about Chelsea, to be honest.
I mean, I'm looking at all the Chelsea fans, I'm thinking, imagine that was Palace. That is genuinely embarrassing.
We spoke about teenagers and things like that, but did you see that meme on Twitter of kids getting a guard of honour at school, and it was the Liverpool teenagers coming back to school?
Yeah, they all went to school. They're probably in school right now, working on the GCSEs. and you got £1 billion squad there that they beat.
What about this man? Conor Gallagher, former Palace man, of course. What do you... It's just a weird situation. The Chelsea fans seem to love him. He's like Captain Fantastic. Poch wants him. But then at the same time, they're like, oh, we need to cash in on him as soon as we can.
And on social media, he just gets absolute pelters after every match. So I sort of feel like, I don't know, it's sort of destined to fail at this point. I don't know what you think.
Yeah.
The only good thing he's done recently is whacking those 2 late goals against Palace out.
Exactly. When it's Palace, he turns up. he finds the shooting boots. And I'll be honest, I truly believe that Gallagher is a system player, and I don't think he's a bad player. But it's a bit confusing, his situation at Chelsea. He's your club. Well, he's a captain. and you've still got the manager, and the media still floating about him potentially leaving. That's what I mean by the ownership. It just doesn't make any sense what they are trying to do. He's still got room for improvement, but then again, when you're looking at Chelsea Football Club, when you're looking at what they are trying to do in terms of winning trophies, could Gallagher be the player to lead them onto that? I don't know. I just don't think so. And when I look at other football clubs and when I look at some of the key players that they have, for example, the Arsenals with the Odegaards and the Sakas, I don't think Gallagher can reach that level in terms of impact. I think he's a good player, but he's not going to be winning you trophies.
What is his level?
His level, I think, is a club like West Ham.
Yeah,
funny enough. A club like West Ham or Palace, a club that's trying to get...
Sorry, as in they're the same category, are they?
Yeah, we are.
Right.
We are. I mean, you won the Europa Conference League.
Yeah, Palace never finished above 10th in the Premier League.
But then again, it is the most
European champion.
It is the most Tin Pot European trophy there is out there. So you did get the Tin Pot Trophy award for that. I mean, everyone would win it. Everyone would win it. Even Fulham might win it as well. You never know.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. But yeah, probably around that level. I mean, we made Conor Gallagher. I truly believe that. He was at West Brom before.
Oosh.
No, he was at West Brom before Palace.
Yep.
But he was talking about Conor Gallagher. He fitted Vieira's system.
Those two clubs are clubs in a similar sort of bracket, West Brom and Crystal
West Brom and Crystal Palace. Not
Is that what you got confused with the Brom and the Ham, wasn't it?
The funny thing is, West Ham would be above our level once they end up beating us, which hasn't really happened recently. So exactly.
Should we move on before you two have a scrap?
Yeah, I think that's right, Dee, it's my favourite part of the show because I get to go, ooh, and not get accused of being rude to our guests on the tap-in. This is our brand new picture game. You will have 40 seconds on the clock. You will see a blurry image of a former Premier League player, and as the time goes down, you will get 4 clues. The first one will be the first club they ever played for. The second one will be the last club they ever played for. The third one will be the team for whom they made the most Premier League appearances, and the fourth one will be their nationality. You have to guess the player as quickly as you can, and you will get the amount of points that is left on the clock when you get the correct answer. 3 rounds. All of those get added together at the end, and you will go on our leaderboard. There's only one player on there so far, Craig Beasley from Up the Cherries in all departments last week. The poor man, we made the game so offensively difficult that he only got 1 point. So if you somehow manage to finish below that, you are never invited back on the tap-in.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's going to be more than likely because I'm absolutely awful normally with guessing and predicting stuff.
The bar is low, though.
The bar is very, very
all right,
low.
then if the bar is low, then all right, that's a fair agreement.
First club, Arles Avignon. Glazed over then.
Yeah.
Keep looking.
Excellent pronunciation there, is he?
That French G.
Arles Avignon.
Last club was Everton Sport.
Okay. This is...
Picture is getting somewhat clear.
And most Prem games for Liverpool.
It's the pressure that's getting me right now.
Come on.
It's pressure that's getting me right now.
12 seconds to go. 10 seconds.
Nationality French.
4, 3.
I genuinely... It's the first 2 clubs that just caught me off guard. It's the first 2 clubs that caught me off guard.
0 points.
I don't know why.
I was only
I
joking
did-
when I said
It's the
you got to
pressure,
get more.
it's
It's
the
Jabril Cisse, man.
Oh, jeez, it's the pressure.
I
it's the
did
pressure.
notice you just glaze over.
Yeah. When he said the first club, I was like, all right, this
When
is
Izzy said, Arles Avignon.
Yeah, I was like, what? What?
Arles Avignon.
I was like, what?
You
Where are we
know,
going?
he drove a snakeskin Cadillac.
Did he?
Yeah.
What, like actual snakeskin or snakeskin
Yeah.
design?
No, well, snakeskin design.
I'm sorry, that's a lot of snakes.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, first club, Gateway United.
Wait.
Go on, Gateway.
Gateway Army. Gateway. It's not going well. 30 seconds remain.
Last club, Coventry.
Coventry.
What the car?
Sit.
This is going to be absolutely terrible.
Halfway through.
Most Prem appearances for Everton.
Ah,
Go on, Sophie.
I should know this.
15
I should know this.
seconds
I
to
should know
go.
this for Everton.
Keep looking at the picture. It's getting clear.
Nationality.
He's Nigerian.
Nigerian.
The people at home are screaming at the
Does
screen.
his name start with an A?
Well, I'm not giving you any clues.
Oh,
Sport.
no. I know. I know this player. not.
2 from 2. Come on, give yourself a chance.
No.
Who is it?
I know.
It's Yakubu, man.
The Yakini score.
Feed the yak.
I'm actually
will
going
score.
to get 0 at this rate.
It looks like you will, mate. I mean, we've got player 3 coming up. You just need 1 point. Right, are you ready for player 3?
Come on, Dee.
Your last chance to redeem yourself.
Come on, surely 1 point.
Right. Easy, easy.
Right.
First club Norwich.
I'm thinking Madison.
Just
Get your eyes.
spitball.
Throwback Madison.
Throw some out
Get your
there.
eye on the screen.
No, I don't know if that's the first club. Madison's there.
Last club Chelsea.
Jeez. Last club Chelsea.
First club Norwich, last club Chelsea.
What's this
But
kind of
just
club?
say some names.
Who?
what have you got to lose?
Chelsea West, most
Lowest
West Ham.
Prem
Oh,
places.
no, can't
No,
remember.
not Zuma.
Oh my days.
Come on, Dee.
12 seconds left.
Oh,
10 seconds left. He's English.
No, no.
Save it, Dee.
5.
Look at the colour on the screen.
Is it got? Oh, no.
Don't show him the picture yet. Don't let him redeem himself. Started at
I know,
Norwich,
I know,
English,
I know,
played for
I'm
West
under
Ham,
pressure right now.
goalkeeper.
Green, yeah,
USA, let the ball through his legs. He's on the tip of his tongue.
He hasn't got a clue.
He
Rob
let the
Green,
ball
yeah,
through
Rob
his leg.
Green.
Yes, Rob Green, I mean.
I said green. I
I
said
can't
green.
believe it. Dude, I don't really know what to say after that. But honestly,
I set the standards low for the next. At least no one can do worse than me,
That
right?
is true.
So someone had to take one for the team, and it had to be me, I guess.
We need to put some respect on Craig's name.
we do, yeah. It's flying high at the top of the leaderboard after 2 weeks with 1 whole point. By the way, just worth letting everyone know at home that the clock starts with 40 seconds. There is a possible 120 points to get from the game. So far, over 2 weeks, we've got 1 point.
I think it's an us problem.
I think. What do you mean a me problem? Yeah, I think it's a tapping problem too, but we can't make it any easier. Let's talk about Crystal Palace, shall you? Hopefully that
one.
helps you get over that shambles somewhat. This is effectively the top or terrible take section, right? We give you a football take about your club in particular. You have to tell us whether it's top or terrible. But because this show is sort of planned out every week by a load of creative geniuses, we don't just call it the top or terrible take, okay? We cleverly twist a pun on your manager's name. So buckle up, get ready for GLAS all over, or what a load of old rubbish. Eh?
Glass all over. Nah, that is nice. Glass all over is nice, but I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
you.
get it. Glass all over.
GLAS all over's a song.
Glass
isn't
all
it?
over.
Glad-
Yeah, glad all over.
Right.
If it's a good take that you
Yeah.
agree with, it's GLAS all over. If you don't, it's a load of old rubbish.
All right.
Right, number 1. Selhurst has an entire side of the ground from which you can't see half of the pitch. For a decade, the flight of Kayla, the Eagle, RIP, was basically the highlight of most trips to your club's ground. And since Palace's return to the Premier League in 2013, their average finish is 12th. They've not finished lower than 15th or higher than 10th once. So the take is, Crystal Palace have no ambition of being any bigger than they are and will be bottom half boys until the end of time. Is that GLAS all over or a load of old rubbish?
Load of rubbish. We do have the.
Excuse me, a load of old rubbish.
Load of all rubbish, yeah.
Don't waste all our puns.
No, I mean, we are trying to build a new stand, which hopefully should fix that in terms of the ambition, bring in a bit more revenue into the football club. But yeah, I get it, why it does look like that from the outside. The way you put it, I felt hurt. I mean, listen to that, I was like, I was like, what's going on?
that a way?
But I think it is a load of all rubbish. It does seem like it from the outside looking in, but we do have the plans. So I think we will try to progress.
Do you guys still have cheerleaders?
Yeah. We do.
That's proper 1999.
We have the
that, isn't it?
cheerleaders.
Yeah,
We lost the Eagle, unfortunately.
Yeah.
The Eagle passed away.
Yeah,
so we're
hard
trying to
to-
find a replacement Eagle. It's been gone for a few years.
Are you actually in the search?
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
It was like when
I think we're training one right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
And
yeah.
to be fair, have you been there? It's impressive when it flies from
Yeah,
the best
it
part to
is.
the other
yeah.
best part.
Yeah, the Eagle's gone, but yeah, I think we are trying to get there. But right now, we're just sorting ourselves out internally rather than focus on top 10. But we'll
It's
get
like
there.
35 quid for a ticket in a way, and you won't be able to see half of the match, but you will get a bird of prey display.
Well, exactly. Where else do you see that? Where else do you
There's
see
an
that?
eagle in training.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that legit though? Yeah.
Yeah, well, of course, not at the actual training ground, but yeah. Did you just see eagle just flying up and down? 9 a.m.
Doing
9
passing
a.m.
drills. Hang on. Yeah.
From 9 to 11, there's just an eagle just running out, flying up and down.
Number 2 is ultras. You got a group of fully grown men dressing in all black, marching around, pretending like there's some European ultra group from the 90s. To add to that, you've got someone banging a drum, which seems to be hated by every fan from football clubs.
Single fan in English football hates the drum.
Yeah, I've actually seen the guy banging the drum. I think he got the drum confiscated once at Arsenal. That was a personal highlight of mine. But the biggest crime of all is that Arsenal fans seem to actually be copying the Crystal Palace ultras. So the take is Crystal Palace's wannabe ultras need binning ASAP, as all they do is give other fans ammo to mock your club. GLAS all over or load of all rubbish.
Load of all rubbish. The reason for that is, I mean, you look at the Premier League, the atmosphere is lacking. It is lacking. So you can say, oh, they have drums, they have flags, but teams do want to be like Palace in terms of SelhurstPark, in terms of the atmosphere. You look at West Ham, or you even look at Fulham. For this instance, I mean,
the most we're fighting over is the last Haribo suite.
Exactly. But you want to see something a bit different. I think even the players say it, they look forward to it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. There isn't anything wrong with it. They're just there to enjoy and support their club, which I think they're doing well.
It's the being copied by Arsenal bit, isn't it?
Exactly. The fact that Arsenal are copying us, and the fact that their atmosphere has, it has improved at Emirates. It kind of says something. It kind of says that we're doing something right. And trust me, without the drums and the flags, SelhurstPark probably as quiet as the London Stadium.
Number 3, Brighton and Crystal Palace are separated by 46 miles. The rivalry only came about in the 70s and no one really knows why. No other fans in the world regard it as a rivalry, and we haven't even bothered sourcing any media clips to put on the big screen. Such is the apathy among the tap-in creative team and football fans as a whole. So the take is, the Palace-Brighton derby is the most tragic in world football, and no one should ever mention it or pretend it matters ever again.
Again, load of all rubbish. Are you telling me there's no...
clean sweep.
No, exactly, yeah. I mean, when you look at some of the other rivalries, Palace and Brighton, they actually have decent games. I mean, the fans are both up for it. It is exciting, and there are way worse rivalries than us.
Oh, come on, name one. I
mean, Chelsea Fulham.
But at least
it's a derby, but it's
not named after a motorway, is it?
Yeah, but no one named it after a motorway.
M23 derby?
No, it's not. First of all, the M23 doesn't even start in where Palace are.
You have to take the M23 to get between the two, though.
Yeah, but then you can also take the train.
Yeah, well,
so it might as well.
It does have the same ring to it, doesn't it?
Exactly.
The Great Southern Train
Exactly.
Service.
What does that dressing room incident have to do with the rivalry?
No, the rivalry started way before then.
Before that.
Come on, inform us and the viewers.
Yeah, so the dressing room one, if we talk about that was significant. That was in the playoffs, well, in the semi-finals, and when we went to the stadium and someone actually... number two, and left it in our changing rooms right before the game, and that kind of
on the floor?
Rubbed all over the floor. And it smelled.
Oh, legit. I thought went in the toilet and didn't flush.
So no one knew exactly who done it, and then afterwards it was found out. No, afterwards it was found out that it was actually our coach driver.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He had a bad stomach.
That was not on Wikipedia.
Exactly.
Researching. Do you hate anyone else more than Brighton?
So Arsenal, West Ham, Brighton, I think that's my top 3.
Nice one, Dee. It is 3-0 to load of old rubbish.
Clean sweep.
Before we go, we've designed a gorgeous little challenge to decide whose fans really are the greatest in the land. So, Dee, are you ready for the pressure test?
Yes, I am.
You cannot put pressure on me. No chance.
Right, Dee, in front of you is a bag of size 3 footballs and a comically small football pump, which I see has been set up for you already. Quite a simple concept. You have got 45 seconds to pump up as many balls as you can, and when the timer starts, Izzy's going to ask you a question. You have to give us as many answers as possible, correct, of course, to the question that she's going to ask. One question, lots of different answers. Give us as many as you can. You get 1 point for each correct answer you give, and you get 5 points for each each ball you blow up. All you've got to do is beat Tottenham fan Chris Cowlin, who's on 8 points at rock bottom of the leaderboard. The deluded Gooner, 22.5, sitting pretty at the top. That is going to be almost impossible to beat, but do your best. And this is your only chance to restore the pride that you lost earlier on in Who Are Ya? Absolute disgrace. Are you ready?
Name as many of the 12 teams who have won the League Cup in the Premier League era.
Chelsea, no, yeah.
Keep going, keep going.
Liverpool, Man United.
Yeah.
In the Premier League era.
15 seconds gone.
You pumped the ball.
Oh, yeah, Wigan.
No, I think it's pumped.
Next ball.
The man needs direction.
Who else have I said? Liverpool, Chelsea, City. Who else have we got?
Keep shouting them out. 30 seconds gone. 15 seconds.
Maybe someone a bit more outside the box.
Who's giving clues?
No.
Who's giving clues? 10 seconds to go.
I want to see someone do
How many have I
well.
said? I don't even know.
5.
Right, one more ball.
One more ball.
4. 3.
Chelsea.
2.
Yeah.
Well played, Dee. Good effort, son.
We're trying to win. Oh, yeah, they did.
Absolutely superb effort. What were some of the answers that Dee missed there, Izzy?
Birmingham, Middlesbrough,
Big win over Arsenal.
Swansea, and are we giving him Tottenham?
Did you say Tottenham?
He said not Tottenham.
Oh, not No.
But Tottenham now.
Stuart
yeah.
Dicko in the gallery.
2008.
Yeah, we know now, mate. The time's up ages ago. Right, Tottenham's off of the thing. So you got 2 pumped up balls, which is 10 points. So fair play. So just by that alone, you're above Tottenham fan Chris Cowlin, and I am told reliably that you got 4 correct answers. So that is 14, a very respectable Dee. 14 points on a pressure test.
I'll take that.
You cannot put pressure on me. No chance.
But that is it for this episode. So thank you so much to Dee Kurnaz from Back of the Nest.
Hey, good, Dee.
Big fan,
Good, Dee. Good effort, Sam. Well played. And thank you to you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, you can listen to this week's episode as a podcast for the very first time. Make sure you subscribe to SunSport's YouTube channel. Get stuck in the comments, and you will feature this week if you take the mickey out of my clothes. Don't call Izzy gorgeous, so it's annoying. Check out the previous 6 episodes of The Tapping. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Good tapping.